Tonight, Rahul Gandhi makes a fool of Modi. Modi makes a fool of Rahul Gandhi. And this girl makes a fool out of us all. Hello and welcome to Not in My Backyard, the show that watches the news so you don't have to. Yes, we're like the Facebook feed for news. We'll keep hitting you with updates that you couldn't care less about, but we'll keep doing it anyways. And starting off with the Big Bang news, it was budget week. The time when we hope things get less expensive and we pay less taxes. But as it turns out, things only got more expensive and there was no real difference in how much we pay in taxes. It was kind of like you expected your mother-in-law to turn out to be understanding and nice, but she turned out to be a regular old mother-in-law instead. So the government did its part to balance the budget and left it to us, the taxpayers, to budget the balance. That is unless you happen to have tons of black money, in which case there was no dearth of good news as the finance minister announced that if you pay 45% of your black money earnings as taxes, just like waving a magic wand, it would be black no longer. The hashtag BJP Black Money Dhoka started trending on social media soon after the measure was announced, with people angry at the apparent U-turn of the government. But all we'd like to say is that after the Prime Minister's promise to bring back every last paisa of black money stashed abroad, we should give him some time, because no doubt it takes time to count every last paisa. But while the budget itself was a damp squib, there was no dearth of entertainment coming from Parliament this week. Enough so that our parliamentarians felt no need to watch porn to pass time in the house. Rahul Baba, for once, instead of being the butt of all jokes, played the jokester himself and started things off with his address to the Lok Sabha, in which he took on the government on the various promises they had made and failed to deliver on.
कहीं से भी उसने चोरी की हो, कहीं से भी उसने भ्रष्टाचार से पैसा बनाया हो, जितना भी उसका ब्लैक मनी हो, अरुण जेटली ने यहां खुले हाउस में कहा कि भैया मोदी जी की फेयर एंड लवली योजना आई है। अरे बोलने दो भाई, बोलने दो। मोदी जी की फेयर एंड लवली योजना आई है, काले पैसे को आप गोरा कर सकते हो। मेक इन इंडिया का बब्बर शेर तैयार किया, काले रंग का बब्बर शेर, उसके अंदर देखो तो घड़ी जैसा चलता है वो। जहां देखो, इंटरनेट में देखो बब्बर शेर, टीवी में देखो बब्बर शेर, मोदी जी का भाषण सुनो बब्बर शेर, स्टेज जल जाता है बब्बर शेर। और हम आपसे पूछ रहे हैं, बब्बर शेर दिखा दिया, हमें बताओ कितने रोजगार आपने हिंदुस्तान के युवाओं को दिए? अच्छी बात बोली, आपको अच्छी लगी तो ऐसे थोड़ा मार दीजिए हाथ, आप थोड़ा सा मार दीजिए, मार दीजिए, एक बार मार दीजिए। क्यों कष्ट हो रहा है आपको? अगर अच्छी लगी मार दीजिए।
Next, it was Modi ji's turn to hit back at the Congress, and hit back he did in grand style.
तो कुछ लोगों को उम्र तो बढ़ती है लेकिन समझ नहीं बढ़ती है, तो समझने में बड़ी देर लगती है। कुछ लोगों का ऐसा रहता है और इसलिए चीजें समझने में बड़ा समय जाता है। कुछ लोग तो समय बीतने के बाद भी चीजें समझ नहीं पाते और इसलिए अच्छा लगता है विरोध करें। कुछ बातें ऐसी हैं जो आप ही की तो देन है। अब हमने एक अभियान चलाया स्कूलों में टॉयलेट बनाने का। अब आपकी बात सही है कि मोदी जी, अगर हमने हमारे कार्यकाल में सभी स्कूलों में टॉयलेट बना दिए होते तो तुम क्या करते? ये तो हमने नहीं बनाए, इसलिए तुम्हें 4 लाख बनाए। ये आप ही की तो देन है कि आप बड़े सीना तान करके कह सकते हो कि मोदी जी, चुनाव में भाषण करना अलग चीज है। तुम कहते हो गरीबी हटाओगे, लेकिन तुम्हें मालूम नहीं हम कौन है। अरे हमने गरीबी की जड़ें इतनी जमा दी हैं, इतनी जमा दी। मोदी तुम उखड़ जाओगे लेकिन उखड़ से उखाड़ नहीं पाओगे।
Meanwhile, Kanhaiya Kumar, who has been the subject of much drama in Parliament, was released on bail in the sedition case and made a victorious return to the Jawaharlal Nehru University. In Bollywood style, because he got bail just like Salman and Sanjay Dutt, Kanhaiya delivered a victory speech to the student body of the JNU late at night after his release, targeting the Modi government, the police, the ABVP and all those who seemed intent on seeing him in jail for his allegedly seditious speeches.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ट्वीट किया है, कहा है सत्यमेव जयते। मैं भी कहता हूं प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपसे भारी वैचारिक मतभेद है, लेकिन सत्यमेव जयते चूंकि आपका नहीं इस देश का है, इस संविधान का है, मैं भी कहता हूं सत्यमेव जयते। इस देश में जन विरोधी सरकार के खिलाफ बोलेंगे तो उनका साइबर सेल क्या करेगा? वो डॉक्टर्ड वीडियो भेजेगा, वो आपको गालियां भेजेगा और वो गिनेगा कि आपके डस्टबिन में कितना कॉन्डोम है। बीजेपी के एक नेता ने लोकसभा में कहा कि नौजवान सीमा पे मर रहे हैं। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कि वो आपका भाई है या फिर इस देश के अंदर जो करोड़ों किसान आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं, जो रोटी उगाते हैं हमारे लिए और उन नौजवानों के लिए जो उस नौजवान के पिता भी हैं, उसके बारे में तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो? वो उस देश के शहीद हैं।
But the judge pronouncing the bail order probably thought it her duty to school this JNU student. The bail order, aside from ruling on his freedom, had a lesson for Kanhaiya on what kind of thoughts can infect and become gangrenous, and insisted on an undertaking by Kumar on not engaging in any anti-national activities upon his release. Of course, after he will probably be seen campaigning for the CPIM in the upcoming assembly elections, including in Bengal, we can now probably expect to see him starring in his own film very soon. Meanwhile, also from Bengal comes a story that took most of the media for a ride and exposed the dangers of unverified celebratory journalism. According to media reports published earlier in March, Sataparna Mukherjee, a student of class 12 hailing from Madhyamgram, claimed that she had been awarded the prestigious scholarship from NASA's Goddard Institute of Space Studies. Naturally, the media lost no time in declaring this another win for an Indian and for the Indian educational system and the sharpness of the Indian brain. Well, it was, but in a different sense. Because as it turned out, a week later, Sataparna had not exactly been honest about anything, as it turns out. Not only does the Goddard Institute not grant the scholarship to non-US citizens, but there is no London Astrobiology Centre as she had claimed either. And when contacted later by media outlets, NASA outrightly denied that anyone by the name of Sataparna Mukherjee had been granted any kind of educational assistance. So for the future, here's our advice to the media fraternity. There are lots of things that we have to be proud about India, and many noteworthy achievements by Indians in a variety of fields. But the next time you decide to do a story, please verify all the claims before publishing something as gospel truth, and you won't be taken for a ride by a teenager. Now a look at news from abroad. It was a massive week for Donald Trump as he emerged firmly in the driver's seat of the Republican primaries ahead of Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Trump was the decisive winner of the Super Tuesday polls when he racked up wins in 7 out of 11 states that voted to pick the Republican Party nominee. However, in typical Trump style, at the Republican Party debate following his win and personal attacks from his competitors, Trump defended the size of his penis. Take a look.
I also happen to call him a lightweight, okay, and I have said that, so I would like to take that back. He's really not that much of a lightweight. And as far as, and I have to say this, he hit my hands. Nobody has ever hit my hands. I've never heard of this one. Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it.
About time he made a penis joke after being the penis everyone jokes about. And finally, from the world of entertainment, it was the end of a couple of decades-long wait for Leonardo DiCaprio fans as the talented actor finally won himself an Oscar. And it was the end of an era of internet memes that pointed out just how much his fans hated the fact that he hadn't yet won the coveted statuette. So here's a musical montage celebrating all the memes that will no longer be celebrated. Well, that's our show for this week. We hope you enjoyed watching. Do join us again next week for all the latest on another episode of Not in My Backyard.